Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
Seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds. So he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
There hasn't been a game played where defenses don't talk about coming out on their toes and being the aggressor. But boy, when you give up a return like that, you're really starting it on your heels. We'll see how they adjust.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is DJ Chark. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as as the season progresses.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First down, Washington.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you have a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Tackle made by Chase Young. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Williams loses the football. Touchdown! Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. Now Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. Wright's got him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, and it's out. He put it on on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He's going to drop this underneath for run. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Lions have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going quickly here to Thomas. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there, but with me.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess. Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? Yeah. The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to air one out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 23.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part there because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.